I'm going to go ahead and call the commission meeting first and then the BOR meeting.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll call this meeting to order. This is the January 27, 2011 meeting of the commission. Pledge of Allegiance. I'm going to ask Mark Slotnick to lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance. Mark? Pledge of Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. We'll have our moment of silence and recognition. Thank you. Do I have a motion to approve the purchase orders on the agenda?
So moved.
I'll second. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Do I have a motion to approve the... What's that, Ken?
There's nobody else left.
That's right. Do I have a motion to approve the orders on the agenda?
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Kent, do you have any comment on the orders? They look pretty self-explanatory to me.
Obviously, let the record reflect that I reviewed all the materials before I left town, and yes, they're just fine.
Okay. Is there any other business to come before the commission tonight? I'm looking around at commission staff. Any business? Anybody from the public here? All right.
One note on the vehicles. There's a good chance that we're applying for some grants. Am I right on that, Jennifer?
Yes, they've already applied for the funding, and it should be reimbursed fairly soon.
I think the commission ought to know that. And Dave, we've worked on that. And I want to, again, thank Sheriff Rutherford and Chief Rutherford. Assuming that comes back in, I think that I can't speak for the commission, but I would assume we would consider JVing these funds back into the budget and let them, buy something else. But if that happens, just make sure we know about that, okay?
Okay. Any other business to come before the commission? Kent, should they use your signature stamp on the documents?
I would appreciate it.
Okay. There being no further business, we are adjourned until February 3rd at 5 p.m. Am I right on that, Jennifer? We are adjourned to second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Meeting is adjourned.
Unless we would have a quorum and have a necessary emergency meeting, which I don't think we'll have.
All right. Now I'm going to call to order the meeting of the Kanawha County Commission, sitting as a Board of Equalization and Review. And we've got two items of business on the agenda. Document signing, letter from Phyllis Gatson in reference to completion of property books, and order convening as a Board of Equalization and Review on February 1, 2011 at 8:30 a.m. Do I have...
moved as to both items.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Now I have Steve Sluss at the podium. Steve, the floor is yours.
Good evening, Commissioners. It's that time of year again. We have delivered the books to the sheriff and, to the commission in digital format, and they're made available to the public. So anybody having any questions can review their properties. We've noticed both in legal ads and display ads, as well as put notices up here in the courthouse of the dates and times and the mineral day. And you have before you the letter asking for continuation, allowing the assessor to continue work as your assistance pursuant to 11-3-24.
And we have moved to approve said letter.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Steve, I have a question for you, and I see Steve Duffield here. For the first time in my 11 years as a commissioner, first time, I'm getting calls from citizens about their property tax reassessment. I know your office works very hard. Are you getting more calls than normal, and are you allowing people to come in and present whatever they want to present?
Absolutely. Steve can address that better than I can.
Please, Steve.
Commissioner, yes, we are getting, I would want to characterize as many calls as normal. Obviously, there's greater concern with regards to the tax bill because of the economy and because things are so tight financially for people right now. I myself has probably already met with at least 50 individuals, but we again don't seem to have any issues at this point in time that will be coming before the commission.
Mr. Duffield?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Duffield?
Yes, sir.
How many other county commissions in the state of West Virginia run a large block ad in the paper advising them of BEOR?
None that I'm aware of.
It's our commission, correct? And why do we do that? Who insisted on that? It was the commission, correct?
Right. It was the county commission that wanted to take extra diligence to try to make it available to the public, the meetings and options to pursue any disagreement they have with regards to the valuation.
The meeting today has been advertised by legal publications, correct?
Yes, sir.
Advertised by a not required large block ad in the paper, correct?
That's true, sir.
Advertised by at least 12 media amplifications, editorials, stories, all which I don't disagree with, correct?
That's true.
I have to ask the question, and I'll do it right now if it's okay, Commissioner Hardy.
Sure.
Who is prepared to present a petition at this time concerning their appraisals? Members of the public.
Nobody present here now.
Okay. Well, it's saying that it's still very concerning to all of us. And Steve, if you remember our last meeting, we asked the assessor, would you all join with us on capping the increase in the future? What's your all's position on that?
Well, again, Commissioner, we would join with you with regards to capping the increase, I think, in relationship to the total property tax increase. But as you are aware of, you and I have had many discussions about moving to market value. Until we're at market value, we could not agree to a cap in the appraisal of property unless it was currently maintained at market value.
When will that take place?
It's an ongoing process. As you know, we're required by law every 12 months as well as every 36 months to revisit valuation regarding sales and costs, construction costs. So it's an ongoing
I agree
thing.
with that. However, if the legislature would agree with the Kanawha County Commission's initiative, that would be resolved by statute, correct?
Yes, sir.
I got one citizen that called me today, and I'll look over to Carrie. Carrie, is there a bill up there limiting it to 5%, actually? Okay. Do you sense those bills are getting any traction, or? Okay. All right. Well, Steve, one thing I have confidence in is your office is user-friendly and always willing to meet with the citizen. And the citizens that have called me, I have encouraged them to do that.
Thank you.
And for the most part, that's been well received. They called me and I said, call Steve Duffield, make an appointment, go in, present what you need to present.
All of our appraisers are staying in at this time of year, of course, to meet with taxpayers, and Steve's worked over, met with people later in the evenings, whatever it takes to accommodate the public.
Okay.
I tell everybody to call Steve Duffield.
Well, and the other issue, Commissioner, again, it's a little bit sensitive, but let's discuss it here. We are, with regards to like the property, the Marriott, we are struggling still to get individuals who have income-producing properties to make that information available.
There's no excuse for that.
Well, I understand, and we
No excuse.
are...
Not talking about your office. There's no excuse for that.
Right, but one of the things that's came out of this particular review at this time is we are getting those individuals in, and of course to have the kind of discussions we need to have, we're making those forms available another time, and hopefully they will participate and come out with a favorable appraisal. But if they don't, as you know, you and I have discussed many times, we're going to do the best we can do.
Right. What legal authority do you have to ask for the information, Steve? Or do you?
West Virginia Code 11310 provides for penalties for any taxpayer that refuses to answer a question reasonably asked by the assessor. And the Supreme Court has ruled in a few different cases that pretty much any question that we ask relating to the appraisal of property is a reasonable question.
Have you thought about filing a suit and making an example out of somebody, i.e. the Marriott,
It's,
Well, we did that in Greenbrook. I think the
We
message
did.
got
We
out,
did.
don't you, Mr. Duffield?
I think we got their attention.
and
Yes,
the
sir.
penalties are actually, percentage, fee, which we charge with the Greenbrook building, and then also, the loss of appeal rights, the loss of the ability to come before Board of Equalization if they disagree with the value we put on it.
Where do we stand on the Marriott, Mr. Duffield?
Well, we did, after I talked with you, we did send out not only to the Marriott, but we sent out, I think, about 80 requests for income for that particular type of property. We're anticipating they'll get returned. As you and I discussed, if they don't want to participate on that level, then sometimes you have to be careful what you advertise in this case.
Yeah, be careful what you ask for.
That's right.
All right, that's all the questions I had. Kent, do you have any other business for BOR?
None of this is pleasant, and I think, I think the assessor's office knows, and I believe the assessor's office is doing an excellent job. We need to deal with this, and the fact that after all this alleged controversy, there's no one tonight issuing a complaint, I think speaks volumes for the competency of the assessor's office. With that, unless there's an objection, I'll move to adjourn.
I'll second, and the BOR will meet again at 8:30 on February 1st. I believe it's 8:30, Tuesday,
I think
February
that's a
1st.
Tuesday, is that correct?
Yes, sir. This coming
Okay.
Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. Any other
Let the
business?
let the record reflect. Dave, I appreciate your willingness to be there. Normally I get that job, and you did it. It's very kind of you, and thank you.
No problem. And Kent, have a good one. I'll see you when you get back.
I will. Thank you all.
Okay, I hereby declare this meeting adjourned.
Thank you. Bye-bye.